Welcome to the Knit Freak Show! Woo! Welcome to my very first episode. And though it is not quite 2022, for me that is, you're watching this in 2022. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, by the way. I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, this video is all about my knitting! Yeah. As you might have known, this past year I have been all about knitting. That has been my new hobby this year. I've been so happy to try it out, and I'm just going to show you what I've knitted so far in 2022, and since it's almost up, this will pretty much be all I've knitted, except for what I knit probably later today and throughout the next week as I try and get this awesome new series, the Knit Freak Show, started. Whoa! But I hope you enjoy, and let's get into the video. Hey everyone! Welcome to the Knit Freak Show! Knitting! Yeah, let's knit a beanie. Ta-da! Welcome everybody in the world back to Knit Freaks! So we're just going to start knitting and see what happens. Alright, so first, what I knitted when I first started getting back into knitting again was these cute little rags. They're cute and they're really soft. I used a really cool soft yarn, and basically I just went to Walmart to buy yarn because I have no craft stores nearby me that I can really use. So I just go to a local Walmart or any place that I know that has yarn, and I look and I feel and I look at what the yarn is made of. See, this is 100% acrylic, which I enjoy sometimes because it's machine washable, but I'm not sure how recyclable it is. All yarn is recyclable. You can just untie this, unravel the thing completely, and reuse the yarn. But I don't know if it decomposes. So that is good if you want to keep it for a long time, but I'm not sure how well this is for the environment, which is why I like to go with more organic yarn, which is usually cotton. That is my usual choice, or that I like, because it's soft and it doesn't shrink, and it's usually pretty machine washable. Let's get into the next one. Now, when I was first starting out, I was wanting to try out my things, so I also made this little pencil case. It has a little button, you can see there, that I made a hole. I just cut through and sew it? We'll find out, whatever that word pronunciation is. But see, it's a nice big hole, and it's got a long sort of thing. It was a very messy first attempt, and I will probably be attempting this again later on this year in 2023, so we'll just see how that goes. Sorry, brother's sick. Now, this is a scarf, one of the first scarves I've knitted this year. This was not my very first scarf I knitted. That I made for my grandmother. But yeah, that was a fun attempt because I hadn't ever knitted a scarf. Basically, I just used a simple garter stitch, and with her scarf, I tried putting some tassels on. Did not work out. They're falling off now, but I'm going to figure out how to do that maybe this coming year. One of our goals! Yay! But this one's pretty simple. It doesn't have any tassels. It was just some plush yarn that I had no idea what to use for. And so I tried a scarf, and it worked out okay, so that was what I was hoping for. Here is something. I originally made this to be like a little thing that you tap, and I might still do that. I really don't know. This was originally supposed to be a headband, but I used no pattern for it, so I don't know what this quite will be eventually. Maybe another day we'll figure out what this is. I don't know, we'll see. That is another attempt at life. Something else I made. It's a corset. This is not completely finished, I will say that. I've got to make holes right here. I made this, I ribbed it, and this is the prettiest moss stitch ever. I mean, like, really? It's very, very pretty. And then I just used a little rib stitch, you see right there? Yeah, I know, I'm short. This table, it's really too short for me to get a bigger chair, and I'm using my beanbag chair, so can't get bigger than that. This took me not too long. I wasn't really sure whenever I started making this. I originally was going to do a scarf with this, but I had no clue if I was going to have enough yarn, and turns out I just really didn't know what I was doing, so I just turned it into a corset. So we'll see how that works. We'll try it on sometime later in the future. These are my next and final projects that I am in love with. This hat I made yesterday on my awesome new knitting machine. I am so happy. It's so pretty. It's so cool. Unfortunately, I could not get it long enough to where I can really fold it and it'll still fit on my head. But I love it. I'm going to probably embroider it and I might sell it. So if any of y'all are interested and think that's awesome, you might go give me a DM. I'm not sure because I haven't figured out shipping details and all stuff like that. But we'll see. But I love this hat. It's so warm and it's so soft. I love it. I love it. And I love my new knitting machine. Merry Christmas! Best Christmas gift ever. This is my first ever purse. Can you believe that? I started this kind of back in November, but I came back to it every once in a while. It took me a while, but I absolutely love it. I did a pretty little, mostly just a garter stitch, but I also had a little of a honeycomb in between every once in a while, which made it a pretty little, whatchamacallit. And this is basically garter stitch, and I just sewed it all together inside. Yeah, the messy sewing that you can't see when you're not looking closely at it. But I love it. It's not a real big purse, which I kind of regret and kind of don't, because I love big baggy purses, but this is also good to, like, maybe hold some of my projects later on. I might be putting my working yarn and stuff in it, and it'd be good to just carry around with you for like a day if you're just taking a walk while you're knitting, and that'll be pretty awesome. Final projects. These gloves. I absolutely love these gloves. I made them while on my trip whenever I went to Arkansas. That was a fun trip. I had to go babysit my cousins, so I made these. I absolutely love them. I'm not wearing them right now because they're wet, because I was just using them outside. Yeah, and then this, a little phone case thingy. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. You know something interesting? No one's ever really been able to pinpoint the origin of knitting. It's really crazy. For one, the artifacts, they don't really last that long, and there aren't any stories passed down about it. Like in all the Greek mythology, we don't have a knitting god or anything. And I mean, those gods aren't real anyways. Yeah, it's strange. Knitting's just always kind of been. Thank y'all for watching the first installment of The Knit Freaks, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment of more videos you would like to see in future seasons. I can't wait for next week. Episode's 2 gonna be awesome! Next part, and like I said, this is not right for now. I'm gonna put it in knitting. It's really crazy. This is a scarf. This hat I made yesterday on my awesome. I can't wait for next week. Episode's 2 gonna be awesome! Knitting! Yeah. Oh, look at the baby! Hello! You! Please, I'll come back to another video of knitting!